You're watching Autour du Monde, and this is Tunisia. Welcome again on Autour du Monde. If you like our content, leave a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. In this first episode of Autour du Monde in Tunisia, we will visit the city of Hammamet, the marvelous site of Carthage, and the village of Sidi Bou Said. Tunisia is a North African country with a population of nearly 12 million inhabitants. We will be there for 2 weeks from north to south.
Hammamet is located on the southeast coast of Cap Bon, about 60 kilometers from Tunis. It is one of the main seaside resorts of the country. More specifically, we are currently at the marina of Yasmin Hammamet, a recent development which aims to strengthen the tourist industry in the local economy. Tourists, mostly Europeans, have been coming here since the second half of the 20th century due to the beautiful beaches of the locality.
If Hammamet is an important resort, it is because tourism is one of the most important sectors of Tunisian economy. Tunisia, geographical position south of the Mediterranean basin, its 1,300 kilometers of sandy coastline, its warm climate in summer and mild in winter, and its heritage make it one of the main destinations for European tourists in Africa and in the Arab world. Tunisia welcomed 7 million visitors in 2008 and has set itself the goal of welcoming 10 million tourism per year.
The agglomeration known as Pupput during the Punic period underwent an important development under the Romans. Among the vestiges found here, Roman thermal baths, which are not without recalling the very name of the city, Hammamet, meaning hammam in the plural.
وتونس كانت ولاية عثمانية.
Welcome to the old port of Carthage. In ancient times, the Phoenician and then the Punic city was called the Empire of the Sea because of the nature of its maritime power. More precisely, we are in the city's military port. The present site of a circular lagoon covers an area of about 8 hectares. The port system of Carthage was well known in the antiquity. Great rival of Rome, Carthage was founded by Phoenician settlers from Tyre around 814 BC. The city became a maritime power, and it is after the conquest of Hispania as well as Sicily that it clashes with the Romans. The Carthaginians were defeated by General Scipio and ended with the victory of Rome and the destruction of Carthage in 146 BC. We are now in the ruins of the Roman city that will become one of the cradle of Christianity. Here are the ruins of a basilica that could have been seen by Tertullian and Saint Cyprian. The 14th Pope of Rome, Victor I, was of Berber origin. The site we are visiting is famous for the ruins of the bath of Antonin the Pious. The building was erected on the seaside after a great fire who destroyed a city in the 2nd century. The construction was close to most of the great building of the capital of the proconsul of Africa. Only a large part of the basement and some remains of the first floor, located near the shore of Carthage, remain. You have to know that the site was used as a stone quarry for centuries to build many monuments, both in Tunis and in many Mediterranean cities such as Pisa. A pity, since it was probably one of the most beautiful buildings in North Africa. According to the legend, it was Queen Dido, or Elisa, sister of the king of Tyre, Pygmalion, who founded Carthage. We are here in the heart of the ancient city, on the hill of Byrsa, where the ancient Punic citadel, and perhaps its acropolis, stood. After the Arab conquest, the site of Carthage was abandoned, the latter preferring Tunis. The material resulting from the destruction of Carthage will be used for the expansion of the infrastructure in the neighboring city. In the Middle Ages, St. Louis took the city during the 8th Crusade, during which he died of dysentery. He hoped to convert the Hafsid Sultan to Christianity and set him against the king of Egypt to force the latter to withdraw from Jerusalem. The failure of this strategy marked the end of the Crusades. The cathedral we see was built in the 19th century on the Byrsa hill, where someone presumed the burial site of the French king was.
The Djebel Manar, on the slopes of which is built Sidi Bou Said, dominates the Mediterranean Sea. The village, whose blue houses have become the symbol of Tunisia, summarizes, according to some people, the whole past of the country. But it's rather the fusion, mixing present and past, which is sketched out before our eyes. Thus, the site is traced back to the Carthaginians and the Romans. While some evoke the memory of the signal fires that guided the Punic galleys to Carthage, others recall that the mosaic of Roman villas were found here. In reality, it is around the 11th century that the heights of the village were chosen by the Almoravid for the defense of the northeastern coast of Tunisia. Watchtowers and fire towers were built there. The hill is named Djebel el Manar, that is to say, the mountain of fire. The village owes its name to Sidi Bou Said. He died in 1231 and was buried on the hill. If you like our content, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
Watch some image of our next episode.